They're the Batman and Circuit Girl.
Today's topic is Fermat's last theorem.
Yay.
So let's give you the background on what Fermat's last theorem it's called. Or maybe it's Fermat. I don't know. Fermat was a very smart guy who lived a long time ago. And way before him was another guy. Was it Euclid or somebody? But Fermat had a favorite math book. Okay, Diophantus Arithmetica was published in 1621. There was the question. But it doesn't show the author. It doesn't tell what the author is. He liked to write in the margins. And he was a very formidable mathematician, this guy. He advanced math a whole lot. So he was a trustworthy guy. So this got us all in trouble, the fact that he's so good, because of something that he said. In his math book, that I think was by Euclid, I'm saying. Euclid?
I'll look it up.
You can look it up. Thank you.
Sure.
There was a conjecture that, yes, we have cases where a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We know that we can find plenty of these. And they're called Pythagorean triples, most famous of which is 3, 4, and 5. So 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, and those two added together make 25, which is 5 squared. So that's no big deal. There are plenty of those. But what was conjectured is that, yeah, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, sure, but a to the x plus b to the x equals c to the x for x greater than 2 integer, but for other x's, no solutions. So he's saying that there's no such thing as a to the third plus b to the third equals c to the third, whole number solutions. There's no such thing as a to the fourth plus b to the fourth equals c to the fourth. There's not even such thing as a to the 4 billionth plus b to the 4 billionth equals c to the 4 billionth. Doesn't exist, he says, but he can't prove it. In the margin of the book, Fermat wrote, and this is one of the most famous, hilarious things, he said, "I have discovered a remarkable proof of this conjecture. Unfortunately, there isn't room in the margin for me to list this entire proof." So, okay, that would be a good joke if I were to write it in the margin, but since it's Fermat, it was generally assumed that he did have that proof and that he wasn't kidding. He might have been teasing a little bit, but he wasn't kidding. But no one ever found his solution. Now, years and years later, all kinds of fabulous adventures happen, and you can read about it in the book Fermat's Last Theorem, which is a great book, and it teaches you all about math. But this was eventually solved, like in the 80s. But the drama surrounding it was huge. You know, the number of people who had to verify that the solution was valid is huge. The number of people who came up, who tried to solve it, is unprecedented. The number of people, the spectacular public failures to solve it, off the charts. And it's generally regarded as the world's toughest math problem, which is why I think you guys need to solve it, because you are scientists. You're not just scientists. You have the heart of an artist and the vision of a creative person, and you have what qualities do scientific people have? You have the consistency. You have the ability to pick the right word.
Logic.
Logic. You have the logic.
Yes.
So I think between the mess of us...
Likeness.
And it's not like... I'm not going to say that I can step forward or that you guys can step forward and solve the world's toughest math problem. But I will say that there is no harm in looking very closely at the parts of this problem and finding out what is really going on, and getting insights as to why something this understandable would baffle so many great minds. So let's just dive into it.
And it's the only true reality as well.
Oh, math, the only true reality. Nice. Molly says math's the only true reality. So let's dig in, and as Ralph Baer said, Molly said, Ralph, I've learned so much from you. And Ralph said, the only things I ever learned was from making mistakes. So let's go make some mistakes, shall we? All right.